key, wouldn't it be funny if I just left my webcam right here and called it a day with my damn return video? Let me fix this. Hold on. Alright, what's good to you too? It's been a hot minute since I've ever said that. Um, so I wanted to give you guys a full reasoning why I was gone, and like I usually do every time that I'm gone, and I always give you guys what we're gonna do now, and then I end up forgetting a month later, and then and then leaving for 9 months. This is besides the point. I'm actually gonna try my best to stick with this. Um, so the reason why I left is partially just ran out of time with work, school, and all of this, and another reason was because I just genuinely didn't know what to post. And I know what you're saying. Man, are you playing Valorant and all this and that? And you have like so many games you could be talking about. Like you could even post like you could even talk about Genshin if you wanted to. Well, I'm almost 100% certain that I was in a state where if I didn't literally have anything better to do, I would have quit playing video games. And the reason why I say that is because I was on the downward track, the downward train tracks. I was going down. And the reason, and I don't think it started because of anything recently. I think it started whenever I started streaming way back in the day when it was just Warzone, Overwatch, and Among Us. And I just got roped into playing the same games over and over and over and over again. I think what I personally need is I need variety to do fine. Yes, I can play Valorant for a week on end, but by the end of that week, I'm not gonna want to touch the game ever again, and stuff like that. So I think that it was that plus the fact that as I've grown a little older, and I've just watched a lot of YouTube because I have nothing but time on my hands, I've realized that YouTube gaming content is literally two coins, or it's one coin, just two sides. And it's one side is you have the corny, quirky, average gamers that's content's only enjoyable because they either play with someone who's absolutely cracked out of their mind or they're hilarious to the right audience. And if you throw them out of their audience, they're not funny. So to me, and then you got the other coin where they're cracked out of their mind. And some of them can be funny, but most people that are absolutely beyond cracked are not usually all that funny. So I think what happened is that I was trying to figure out what side of the coin I was on without just trying to not upload, which honestly, in my personal opinion, I've been wanting to come back to YouTube for probably about 2 to 3 months now, but I've been delaying it because I don't know. I still do not know what I want to do. And this has never happened to me before. Usually when I take a break from YouTube, it's because I genuinely kind of forgot I even post YouTube videos. This has happened to me a few times. I've genuinely forgot that I can post YouTube videos. Or I either just ran out of content or something like that. But this was the first time I was like, man, what should I be doing? Now, here's the thing. This is what I should be doing. I should be uploading whatever the hell I want to upload. And that was what I realized, basically, I would say a little less than a week ago, is that I should just upload whatever I feel like uploading. Like if I wake up tomorrow and I want to start an ARC server, I should just go in, do the ARC server, don't care if anyone watches it, upload the video, bam, boom, do what I want to do. And if people come and watch me for what I want to do, that is amazing. I don't really care. And to be honest, if I get any backlash for saying that I just don't care if anyone watches it. I didn't start my YouTube channel to blow up. I genuinely started my YouTube video for two things. One, to help me battle my incredible shyness. Anyone that's ever hung out with me in person outside of a house will testify I'm like a scared rabbit outside the house. And two, it was just merely for fun. I just liked, or I just watched a lot of YouTube videos and I was like, well, why don't I post some? So I think I lost like sight of that and while streaming, because I was kind of like, oh yeah, there's a couple people watching, so why don't I try to put on a show for them? Or I was only playing games that were popular and only playing and only doing this and that. When in all actuality, I really should just be playing what I want to play or what the group wants to play, obviously. So from here on out, I just want to give you guys the here on out. I'm not a schedule type person, so don't expect me to have any like dead set schedules. But what I do want to do is I do want to bring some streams back to YouTube. I'm gonna still be on Twitch with most of my streams, but I do want to bring at least a couple to YouTube. I won't even really be streaming all that much whenever school starts back up, but this is like for like the summer and like breaks and stuff like that. I will stream semi regularly during those periods and light periods of like schoolwork. So during those like little hitches, I will stream semi regularly. But I do want to bring a couple of them back to YouTube. I just want to test the waters with streaming on YouTube versus streaming on Twitch. I think both of them are going to be fine. I'll probably end up keeping this strategy of just streaming on both anyway. But that's besides the point. But when I say that I'm just going to start posting whatever I want, I genuinely mean that. So when I say that I'm going to start posting whatever I want, I mean that like if I wake up tomorrow and I decide that I want to go grab my PlayStation, plug it up to my Elgato, and fucking record an entire playthrough of Persona 5, and I've played that game like 70 billion times. But if I want to do that, I'm going to go grab my PlayStation, hook it up to my Elgato, and I will play it. And I'll make the content normally how I'd normally make the content. That's just the way that I'm going to start going about things. Like if I wanted to boot up just a face cam and talk about some things, I will do that. If I want to boot up the face cam and talk about Genshin stuff, or I want to talk about literally anything like anime related stuff, then I will. I'm no longer gonna just like try to force myself to try to fit a mold that I don't want to fit, if that makes any sense. Like I don't want to be roped into playing a game that I'm not going to want to play for the rest of my life. So instead of starting getting roped into playing a single game, I'm just going to do whatever I want now, which I guess to be fair, they tell you not to do that because it takes longer to grow. But in my opinion, I don't necessarily care about growing at all. I just find YouTube to be enjoyable. And also, I do know that some of my family members do watch some of my YouTube videos and stuff like that. So, moral of the story is, from here on out, I'm just genuinely going to do what I feel is necessary and what I feel like I want to do instead of trying to basically reach certain things. And I was gonna try to put my goals and aspirations for this channel in this video, but I think this video is gonna be a little long, just because I started rambling, which is a thing that I'm gonna talk about. So what I'll do is right after I end this recording, I will record a goals and aspirations video. I'm probably gonna write on a sticky note or something, like tape it to my forehead or something. But we'll go from there. and I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm out. Peace out.